Hey there, Libra. Welcome to reading for the week of March 18th. We're going to jump right in here. You have this card that says emotions are running high. You also have this card that says surrender to the divine. There have been like a lot of emotional cards this week, so I would just keep an eye on your emotions and make sure that you're not overreacting to anything or anything like that. But let's see what this is talking about. You have these Six of Cups, the Moon, and the Five of Cups. I feel like this is saying no regrets. Like, don't have regrets over some sort of change that's happened in the past, or something that happened in your life in general. This could be, you could be kind of like nostalgic this week, thinking about the past, or you could be thinking about a past person or whatever. And I feel like this is kind of encouraging you to keep moving forward. Yeah, you have this Crossroads card as well. It's kind of weird. It's like the Eight of Cups says that some of you have made the decision to walk away from like a person or a situation. And, I feel like this reading is saying it was the right decision. I mean, you go to the Knight of Wands here. Knight of Wands can be a very inconsistent energy, or it can be an energy of a person who is kind of like in and out of your life. Yeah, I feel like it's time for you. You have this Passion card. I feel like it's time for you to focus more on your passions, or it's time for you to focus more on the things that you're passionate about. Yeah, it's time for you to create. I'll explain that in just a minute, but the Devil card, number one, that it's showing up in the area of the good stuff in the first place, but the Devil card to me can represent creation and creating something, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But you have the Six of Cups here. Six of Cups, of course, can represent a turnaround. But again, I kind of feel like you're thinking about the way things used to be. This doesn't even have to be in love, by the way. I think that, we have this Mercury retrograde coming up on April 1st, and so we're getting closer and closer, getting into the shadow period as well. And so, we could just be reminiscing about the good old days, like when things were easier, or when, work used to be easier, or whatever. So again, I think that a lot of you could just be thinking about the past with the Six of Cups. You have the Moon card here, and the Moon is a card of like fears, fantasies, illusions. So some of you could be or have experienced like some illusions in your life, and I feel that you are kind of like moving past those illusions, or you're trying to release things that have been an illusion in your life. And that's really all I get here. It's kind of weird. I'm not getting, I'm not getting anything that I would normally get on the Moon. It's just saying fears, fantasies, illusions. It is interesting that you go to the Eight of Cups here. The Eight of Cups would be walking away from these things that no longer serve you. You have the Five of Cups. I don't feel like, again, if the story of you walking away from a person, if that resonates with you, I don't necessarily think you want this person back, but I'm sure we've all been there, right? Where we choose to walk away from a person, or even if a person walks away from us and we say, okay, this is it, I'm not going back. I think we can still have those moments where we do miss a person, or we can still have those moments where, we think about the person, or whatever the case may be. And I kind of get that feeling here in the first row that some of you have experienced that, or you are experiencing that, where you kind of like, I don't think you're going to go back to this person, but like I said, I think some of you could be reminiscing, or, thinking about the good times, or whatever. So let's see. With the Six of Cups, you have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, but you have your boundaries up. Seven of Wands is drawing a line in the sand. Seven of Wands is, putting up a boundary and saying nothing can come up this hill. He's defending his position at the top of a hill. He's made up his mind. And that's really the energy I get here for you, Libra, is I feel like you've made up your mind about something, and that's it. With the Moon, you have the Chariot, so heading towards a victory. If you have walked away from something, or if you are walking away from something that is an illusion, I feel like you're heading straight towards a victory. I almost feel like this feeling of a person who like made, if this is a person, I feel it's a person who made promises that they just could not keep, period. So I feel like you're just kind of like charging away from it here. The Eight of Cups is walking away. The funny thing about the Eight of Cups is that we don't really know where he's going. You could say that he's walking towards the Nine of Cups, and that might be true. He might be walking towards his own fulfillment, but he's choosing to walk away from these Eight Cups because it just isn't right. Plain and simple. And I kind of feel, plain and simple, you've made up your mind here. It's like you've made up your mind that something just isn't right, and that's the only reason that you need, right? You have the Five of Cups, you have the Page of Pentacles, because there's something new coming in for you. The Five of Cups says that when he is grateful for what he has, when he turns around and sees these two cups, he gets this bridge in this castle over here. So I feel for a lot of you, there's something like much, much better coming in for you in your life. There's something much more, there's just something better coming in for you. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have a winds of change card. It says your surroundings will undergo a transition. You have the tower. Everybody's had the tower again. Wouldn't worry about it. You have this air card. Obviously, you're an air sign. It says seek a union of mind and spirit. I kind of feel like you're finding comfort in yourself in a good way. It's like I feel like you're supporting yourself. I feel that which is great. Like I said, that's how we should live, right? We should be able to support ourselves. We should be able to nurture ourselves and heal ourselves and all that other good stuff. And that's kind of like the feeling I get here. I do feel like there is a big change coming, especially for you here, Libra. And you have the 8 of Cups, which is like walking away from things that no longer serve you. Like I said, I feel this first part of the reading is pretty simple. I think you've made up your mind on something, and there's no changing the decision that you made up in your mind. This could be in love, doesn't have to be. Like I said, some of you, I do see work change here because you have the Ace of Pentacles as well. And the Ace of Pentacles really could be anything. Ace of Pentacles is just something that we nurture into existence, something that excites us, something that has a lot of potential. It is the card of potential, right? So I really feel that you've made up your mind that you're not willing to have something in your life that does not fulfill you or can't provide or whatever. You have the Knight of Wands. Again, we talked about this. This could be a person if it's a person. I also kind of feel like this is you. I feel like you're getting ready to build something new. I look at the Knight of Wands as a true builder in the tarot. He has these pyramids right here. And the pyramids, they represent a mystery. So it's kind of like a mystery as to how he's going to build something or how he's going to create something in his life. But the thing is that he's willing to build it, whatever it is. Like if it's a new relationship, he's willing to go out and try and see how he can build something better. He's willing to be spontaneous. He's willing to kind of roll with the punches and try different things or new things. And I kind of see you in this more kind of like exploratory position in life where you're willing to explore new ways of doing things. You have the Tower. The Tower is, of course, a Tower moment. Some of you, I feel, could have had a Tower moment with a person in the past, or you've already experienced some sort of Tower moment. I feel like you're trying to move past it, heal past it, and all that other stuff. The funny thing is, I'm wondering if you caused the Tower moment. If you notice, like, this one person over here is like diving headfirst out of the tower. The other person's like, oh my God, I have no clue what's going on. And even though the tower is like on fire. So, again, I'm wondering if you chose to have a tower moment. It's interesting that this person here is wearing red and, this person here on the 8 of Cups is wearing red. So you could have chosen to have a tower moment, which we absolutely can choose to do. I recommend that people do as well. I think tower moments are a good thing because, without the tower, everything would always be the same. Nothing would ever change. You would still be wearing a diaper if there was no such thing as tower moments. With the 8 of Cups, you have the 5 of Cups. Again, like I said, I get this feeling that you're saying, you know what? So I just don't enjoy something from the past any longer, and I know that there has to be something better out there for me, and that's what I'm going to move towards, so I feel like that's what you're doing. With the Knight of Wands, you have the Strength card. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely something that has required strength. And the thing about the Strength card is that people will see you as being strong. It might not happen right now, but over time in the future, as we move forward, people will see you as being very strong, as being able to do things that are hard. This is a display of strength. I always say, like, who in the right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? And the answer is nobody. So again, you are clearly able to you are demonstrating that you have the strength to, stand up for yourself, or the strength to be successful in life or whatever. With the Tower, you have the 4 of Cups. Again, I can't get away from this feeling that something just isn't right. I don't know. I don't have the words to verbalize it in any other way. It's like sometimes I think we can be in a relationship. Maybe it's not a bad relationship. Maybe there's nothing wrong with the person, but it just isn't right. And that's the best way I can describe what I'm getting in the first 2 rows. It doesn't have to be love, by the way. It could be a job or an opportunity or something you're working on. I feel like something just hasn't been right. It's just not the right thing for you. And there's a much better opportunity right here. And I really just get the feeling that you are moving towards a much better opportunity. That's, I think the reading is pretty simple in that sense, right? You have this Crossroads card. It says you'll have a very important decision to make, which we already kind of know, that you're clearly making a decision in this first position here. I feel the 8 of Cups really says that you've already made up your mind. As I said here with this card and, all this right here, it like, I just feel like you are kind of, I don't mean this in a mean way either, Libra, when I say this, but I feel like you are set in your ways right now. But again, this is a good thing. I think when we move forward with as much confidence as I'm picking up here, then we do become successful, because it's like there is no other way. So I kind of feel like that's where you're at. You have this card this card also says, is the path you're leaning towards challenging you to grow? Definitely with the Eight of Cups, I would move towards a path that challenges you to grow. The Eight of Cups is the only card in the tarot that has an eclipse on it, and we have an eclipse at the end of the month on the 25th, so I would definitely pick that time, pick something that causes growth. And it's happening in your sign, by the way, so there you go. You have this divine timing card. It says your angels are working behind the scenes. Things will come together at exactly the right time. There you go. Things are coming together, and I think things are going to be improving for you as well. You have the Four of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Emperor. The Four of Swords is a card of recovery and healing, but it's also a card of hoping and praying for blessings. There's a person right here who is blessing another person right here, and so I kind of feel that you are hoping or praying for to receive blessings in your life, or you're hoping and praying to receive a certain blessing in some area of your life. And again, I do feel like there could be some blessings coming in for you with this Four of Swords energy. So, I really like to see that. You have the Ace of Pentacles, probably your most important card here, because I feel like there's a big opportunity that's being presented to you. And like, this is like an opportunity that is going to take you in a new direction. We see this archway right here, and there are some mountains through that archway. You can see them in the background there. Mountains in the tarot represent achievements. They can represent an obstacle, of course, but they also do represent achieving something or having an achievement in your life. The Ace of Pentacles is something that we have to nurture into existence. So, I always say it's like a garden right here, and we have to like water it, feed it, fertilize it. So you're getting a big opportunity. The Ace of Pentacles, the problem with the Ace of Pentacles is that it's an opportunity that just has potential. Potential means nothing. Potential is, just potential. Like, everyone has the potential to be a billionaire, but that doesn't mean everyone's going to be a billionaire, right? So again, I feel that, whatever this opportunity is, if you nurture it, if you take care of it, if you water it, feed it, fertilize it, and make sure it's healthy, whatever it is, then it will, whatever this is going to be very successful for you. You have the Emperor, and the Emperor is about being ready to take action. We see these red people showing up here, right? This person dressed in red on the Eight of Wands, the person in red in the Tower, and then, of course, we have the Emperor. It's almost like you are stepping into the energy of the Emperor, or you're stepping into this energy of being ready to take action. He also has this shield right here on his shoulder, and it kind of represents the fact that he is taken care of. He is ready to be successful. He is ready to, find success in his life as well. So, I kind of feel that. I also get something about rebirth here on this card. He has this Ankh right here. And, it's like the Egyptian Ankh, this staff that he's holding on to. And so I get something about like rebirth, or you're having a rebirth, or something is being reborn in your life. So let's see what that could be. With the Four of Swords, you have the Fool. Yeah, ready to take a leap of faith towards something new. So I feel like you are kind of taking a leap of faith in a new direction. I also feel like you've been through a long journey. He has these tattered sleeves on his shirt here. And the tattered sleeves kind of represent the fact that he has been on this journey before. The whole point of the major arcana is that in life, we start as the Fool, and then we go to the world, and then we start all over again as the Fool, So we are just always going through this process of, new beginnings and accomplishments, and then starting over and accomplishing something else. And so I feel for a lot of you that it's almost as if you're about to go on a journey that you've been on before. With the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Star card. The Star is a card of hope, faith, renewal. And I do feel that this opportunity that's coming in for you, it's like there's a big opportunity that has a lot of potential, and I feel like it's giving you hope. It's something where you're like, oh, okay, I know what to do now, or I know what to create now. It's almost like this thing, this Ace of Pentacles is something that makes you feel that your future is much more bright. I get something here about like worrying about the future as well. So, maybe you've been worried about your future, like what your future life is going to look like, whether or not you're going to have a job or love or whatever. And it's almost like this is more specifically something that gives you hope for the future. That's different than just like hope right now. I feel that you're much more clear on what's the potential of the future is, or, again, there could be positive changes that are happening that are making you feel more hopeful about the future. And again, sometimes I think when we feel more hopeful, whether it's true or not, we kind of like manifest a better future reality. With the Emperor, you have the Justice card. I literally feel that this is just saying that this is how you are presenting yourself in the reading. I feel like you are just presenting as the Emperor. You are embracing that energy of the Emperor, ready to take action. It's just that simple. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this Virgo card. It says digest on it. You have this 5th house card. It says passion on it. I think that we are an amazing time to work on our passions. So if there's something like a project or an idea or a business that you are passionate about, now would be an amazing time to work on that. Or now would be an amazing time to manifest some sort of passion. So again, if there's something that you're excited to work on in life, I think now would be a good time to get working on it. You have the Page of Wands, the Devil, and the Fool. The Page of Wands is about a new adventure. Everybody's had the Page of Wands this week, so we're in a time of adventure. I really think that it's probably just because of the eclipse. Sometimes, with the eclipses, we eclipse one thing out of our life and we just start something new. I think that we're in a time of truth as well. And this eclipse being Libra definitely could expose some truths, but these truths are personal truths. It's like if you don't like your job, then you could be going on the adventure to find another job. If you don't like where you live, you could be going on the adventure, even if it's only in your mind, to go find a new place to live. It's like you don't have to actually physically do these adventures either. They could just be happening in your mind. So I think that this eclipse could be triggering a lot of, looking for better opportunity. You have the Devil. The Devil is, again, showing up in the good stuff, but these people here, they have these animal horns on their heads. And sometimes I feel like the Devil kind of represents our baser instincts, like our root chakra energy. And this is where creativity comes in. We have to take that energy, bring it up to our head, and express something into the world. So some of you could be, expressing a creative project, or you could be working on a creative project and putting it out into the world. And I feel like that would be a great idea with the Devil. You have the Fool. The Fool says it's time to take a leap of faith, which you have the Fool twice here, and here. I think that you need to take a leap of faith on this. The Ace of Pentacles. Again, the Ace of Pentacles is clearly a big opportunity or something big that's coming in for you. And, I would get on it, whatever it is. So there you go. With the Page of Wands, you have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a victory or a big victory or big success coming in for you. So I feel for a lot of you that there could be, just a big victory coming in here. I also feel like there could be a quick win coming in for you as well. So, if you're hoping to find success, I feel that there could be just some sort of quick win. And again, you have 2 aces here. 2 aces to me is a definite yes to any question that I have not answered. So, again, if you're asking a question or you have a question, that's a definite yes. It's funny that I said the thing about truth as well, because this could be a truth. The other funny thing about this is that, the whole entire reading basically says you're kind of like cutting something out of your life. This right here is a palm frond, and this is an olive branch. The palm fronds in the tarot can represent a sacrifice, and the palm fronds the olive branch can be an offer of peace, but can also represent abundance. And, basically the Ace of Swords, sometimes we have to cut one thing out so we can have something better. And definitely I feel you're doing that, or you could be. With the Devil, you have the 4 of Pentacles. This could also say that you're finally healing from a past person or a past situation. So if you have been stuck on a past person or past situation, it's like you're finally moving past it. And with the Fool, you have the Ace of Cups. Love it. 3 aces is amazing in a reading. This could be a new love offer coming in for you as well if you want it. I don't necessarily feel that this reading is like talking about love all that much. I think that it's kind of more talking about your truth, although I can already tell that I'm about to eat my words based off the cards that just came up. But, again, I think this is more talking about your truth and a big opportunity that's coming in for you. You have this money or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall card. So there definitely could be an increase in your finances. Again, there's a lot of hope in the reading as well. So like I said, I think something is giving you hope. Could be money. You have this older man card. It says dealings or relationships with an older man. You have this rabbit card. It says too much concern with sexual matters. Yeah, it would be, this could be your past person. Maybe they were just always, always having their hands all over you or something like that, being annoying. So, again, some of you could have been dealing with a person like that. You have this carriage card. It says a journey, either physical or mental. Definitely a lot of adventure here. I would be looking for one. Even if you're saying I don't have an adventure, I would find one. Because again, I wish I said this to everyone this week, because everybody has had like every adventure card in the deck. So anything you could do to go on an adventure. This could be learning something new is an adventure. Doing spring cleaning is an adventure. You never know what you could find, right? So I would pick an adventure and go on it. You have this egg card. It says success assured with good plans and hard work. Yes, very successful reading, plain and simple. So really, there's nothing to say there. You have this heart card. It says love, deep affection, and caring. Definitely could be a strong connection coming in for you. So if you want love, there could be love. And you have this hand card. It says in need of help, assistance, or guidance. Yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help. I think it's an amazing time to work together with other people, to team up with other people, and all that other good stuff. So anything you can do to like work on a team or to work together with other people, is going to be highlighted here. It's just going to lead to more success in your life, more abundance. So definitely what I would do. But this looks really, really good here, Libra. I love it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.